Well, what was that for?
Well, after spending all afternoon with you, I just couldn't resist any longer. Because you're a very classy and, I mean, very attractive woman, Miss Stewart.
Well, the feelings are mutual, Mr. Lombard.
Oh. In that case.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hi. I thought it might be you. Oh, did Mr. Carlton call back? Uh-huh. Very good. I couldn't have handled that better myself. Okay, why don't you finish that up, go home, and I'll see you in the morning. All right. Bye.
You sure have a lot of faith in that kid, trusting him alone to handle the office on his first day.
Well, Paul and I go way back.
Really? How'd you get so close to James Stenbeck's son?
When we toured the factory yesterday, I noticed that we have about half the storage space as Barbara Ryan Originals. Now, that's one of the first things I want to change.
Well, I don't know if that's possible, Olivia. From what I saw, the place didn't look like it could handle
Anything is possible, Caleb. Your job is to make it happen.
Olivia, I'm sure we can find the space to accommodate you. I have a set of blueprints in my office. I'll go get them. In the meantime, why don't you two look over the production schedule? I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm sure Ellie's right. That place probably could expand. I know that it doesn't have all the space, probably not utilized properly. We could get the blueprints, check it out. Go over
Well,
there.
that'll have to wait until tomorrow. I have a dinner engagement this evening with your friend, Mr. Reyes.
Olivia, I know I told you this once before, but I just think you should be careful around Tonio. The guy's just...
Look, Caleb, who I see outside of the office is really none of your concern. Now, may we get back to business? Now what?
Hi.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
It's about 5:30. I figured if you were almost done, we could spend some time together before I had to go to work.
I don't know. How much longer do you think we'll be, Olivia?
That depends on how many more interruptions we have.
Yeah, well, we miss you too, honey, but I'm sure Lisa appreciates you staying there, especially with Shannon away. Well, yeah, he's here, but he's in the shower. Right. Okay, I'll tell him. All right, bye-bye. She sends her love.
Thanks. I'm just afraid to talk to her. I'm sure she'll sense something's wrong when she hears my voice.
Look, I know how you felt about Graham's reaction to what we did. I mean, it blew you away, and it did me, too.
I've just never heard her so unyielding, unforgiving. And when she said to me that what I did went against every principle that she and Chris tried to instill in me, it almost killed me. I mean, maybe she's right. I don't...
No, let me get rid of that person, and then we're going to talk about this, all right?
Yeah.
Hi, John, what are you doing here? Come in.
Boy, you guys are really something. You're running all around this town, telling everybody the truth about this little boy, and yet you want me to continue lying to my wife? I've had it.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Fleischmann's Margarines, 100% pure corn oil goodness and no cholesterol.
Please calm down,
Yeah,
John.
Lisa approached me in the hospital a short time ago wanting to discuss strategy about Adam. I have been lying to my wife for the past 10 months about this boy, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I only went along with this because you were so adamant in the beginning about this
Well,
child.
we still feel the same way about that.
Then why do you tell Bob and Kim and Lisa, but you don't want to tell my wife? It's not as if she didn't know. She suspected it from the moment you brought Adam back from Greece.
In fact, she's done a lot worse than that.
Well, what does that mean?
Never mind. The bottom line here is that we cannot trust Lucinda, and we don't want to tell anyone else until we figure out what it is that Hal wants to do.
You know, you wouldn't be in this problem if you had listened to me in the first place.
Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. We didn't listen to you, okay? Look, we are scared to death that something's going to happen to this boy, that somebody's going to try to take him away from us, all right? And why can't you understand that? I mean, what if it was Duke? Wouldn't you do your best to, if somebody was trying to take him away, to stand beside and hold on and protect him?
No, well, it's just something that sort of dropped into my lap. Because Pam's father is no good. He's sort of an opportunist, okay? And he was raised in Seattle. What, Kirk? Darling, if it was dishonest, I wouldn't even touch it. But there's no actual proof that Duke is John's son. I mean, if there were, but there isn't any actual proof. I'll have to get back to you. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Got your father in tow?
No, I think you had to run an errand.
Oh, well, what are your dashing plans for this evening?
Oh, well, I don't know. I was hoping to do something with Pam, but I think she's having dinner with that Bo character, so,
yeah.
Listen, I was, figured I'd just kind of hang out with you guys then. I was going to do a couple laps in the pool. You want to join me?
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you so much, darling. I think it's just too early in the season for me.
Oh, you sure? Mm. That's a great way to get all that tension out of your system.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you go ahead. Take care of your attention, all right? Huh? Now, I know a way to get the tension out of my system. I know. Hello. Hi, dear. Are you having dinner with Bo?
No. I'm going to stay in tonight. I'm going to take a hot bath. I'm a little tired.
Oh. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Olivia. What? Calm down, Olivia. No, I have no intention of coming back to the office today. Well, if you feel that strongly about it, stop by the house on your way home.
If you don't mind, I'd really appreciate it. There's something very important that I need to discuss with you. All right. I'll see you soon.
So, as much as I'd like to, I think you better go on by yourself. We still have to do the production schedule.
Oh, that can wait until tomorrow morning. There's someone I need to see before I leave for my dinner engagement.
Well, if you like, I could start the production schedule myself.
Oh, that really won't be necessary, Caleb. I think you've done quite enough for one day. Have a good evening, both of you.
I think she's still bent about the other night at the hotel suite.
I think your mother was right. I handled that situation completely wrong.
Why? You were up front with her. If she can't take the truth, that's her problem.
Oh, hi,
Ellie.
Caleb, I just saw Olivia get in the elevator. What happened?
Nothing. She said she had to go. We were going to meet again tomorrow morning, finish the production schedule then.
I'm going to call the seller, see what time I'm working, okay?
Caleb, what happened with
Have you seen Brock since you saw him at Craig's office?
No, I haven't.
That's good. Maybe he finally got the hint.
Jimmy,
Yeah, well, I wish I could believe that, but with Brock in town, even his silence is trouble.
Yeah.
So, you got the new Paul through working with Barbara?
Yeah, we had a lot in common because both of us really grew up without having our fathers around.
From what I hear of James Stenbeck, it sounds like that was a blessing for Paul. Did you know Stenbeck himself?
Yeah, everybody in Oakdale really knew James socially. It was... Hi!
Hello!
Hi, I was wondering where you guys disappeared to.
I'm sorry I'm not a better host, Mr. Lombard, but Ellen and I haven't seen each other for a long time, so we...
Understand, Doctor. There's absolutely no apology necessary.
Who was that on the phone earlier, dear? Oh, that was Paul. He called to give me some messages.
I read about James's death in the African newspapers. How's Paul handling all that?
He's fine, considering.
I think his death must be a blessing to everybody who ever knew him.
Did you know Stenbeck very well, Doctor?
All too well, I'm afraid.
Well, since you guys aren't going to be going up to the cabin, I guess we'll just sort of run along. You probably want to be alone.
Emily, you don't have to leave on our account.
Well, no, that's fine. I have to get back to the office and, you know, I'd like to see Paul before he leaves anyway.
Hopefully we'll be able to make it up to the cabin while you're still here, Doctor.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Brock, there's something I forgot to ask my grandparents. Would you mind waiting for me in the car? I'll be out just a minute.
Sure. Thanks again. You've been most gracious.
Bye.
Hope to see you soon.
Grandma, Grandpa, the reason why I cut you off so quickly was because you were talking about James Fenbeck, and Brock doesn't know I was involved with him, and I don't want him to know. No, I'm not asking you to lie or anything, but could you just try to avoid the subject while he's around, please?
Emily, honey, I know how you feel, but do you really think that's necessary?
Yes. Look, Brock respects me. I don't want to feel like I have something to apologize for all the time. Please, could you do this for me, Grandma?
Of course I will. If that's what you really want.
Thank you.
So I see Cal has finally bullied you into going to Texas.
He didn't bully me. I wanted to go. I haven't seen Meg and Josh since the wedding, and I miss them.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Jared. Listen, Caleb got a call from the mailroom, so him and Lily will be here soon.
Oh, okay. You look a little tired.
Yeah, I know. It was a really busy day.
Have you heard from Craig?
Actually, I did. He called this afternoon. He's still scoping everything out down in Cuba, but he hasn't heard any information about
my.
it.
I hate the idea of him being down there all alone, I tell you.
Yeah. Actually, though, Mama, you know, I did get the name of someone who could help him, and I passed it along to him.
The name of a man in Cuba? How did you manage that?
He's an old family friend of Brock Lombard's.
Brock Lombard as in Lombard Industries?
Yeah, he's an ex-client of mine from Chicago.
Brock Lombard? What is Lombard doing here in Oakdale?
Well, actually, he signed with Tonio Reyes like you did, so... You know, excuse me, I really need to change. I gotta get out of these heels.
Hey, guys. Ellie.
Hey, there you are.
You know that call I got from the mailroom?
Yeah.
Well, it was a delivery from a fabric house in New York, sent by special messenger. And I think it was the swatches that Olivia ordered.
Oh, wait, you've got to call her. I mean, without those, production schedule is going to be a mess.
I know, Ellie. I tried to call her at the hotel, but I didn't get an answer. And I know she had some appointment to go to before she went to dinner with Tony.
Okay, well, you just have to keep trying. I mean, you have to make some kind of arrangement. You've got to give it to her tonight when she gets back. Okay?
Listen, Ellie, wait.
What?
Listen, has Olivia said anything to you, about me?
No. Why?
Well, you know how I got off on the wrong foot with her the other night? Well, ever since then, I haven't been able to do anything right.
Okay. You know, maybe you're trying to do too much too soon. I mean, the business world is hard enough, but you're also learning the fashion industry, which is a completely different situation.
Yeah, well, Holden knew even less about business when he started working for Lucinda, and if he can handle it, I can handle it.
Barbara Ryan sent Holden a dividend check at that address that you had, and it came back saying that he was no longer at that address. And I told Barbara I'd ask you if you knew where he was living.
Well, I really haven't heard from him lately. I was thinking maybe he's traveling around Europe, or maybe he's coming home.
Look, when she came here the other night, Amy Phillips practically begged me to put out a restraining order on her ex-husband. She knew he was getting out and coming after her, and there wasn't a damn thing I could do to prevent it.
Roy, I know what you're feeling. There's nothing you could do. The guy hadn't committed a crime, and she didn't have any proof that he even threatened her.
You know, we darn sure have proof now. He almost beat the poor girl to a pulp. I'm going to make sure he pays for it, too.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. This is Mr. Phillips. Ah, Mr. Phillips. I'm Lieutenant McCluskey. This is Detective Franklin. Has he been Mirandized?
Yeah. I know all about my rights. So you guys better have a real good reason for hauling me down here.
No, we've got a real good reason. Your ex-wife is in Memorial Hospital right now, and we think we know exactly who put her there. You did. We got a signed statement from her.
Let me see that.
Go ahead.
The biggest crock of... I haven't been anywhere near Amy. Look, I just got out of the joint yesterday. I haven't talked to her in months, and
Go on.
No way. I know how you guys can twist things around. Look, when your boys picked me up, I called my brother. He's getting me a lawyer, and I'm not saying another word until she gets here.
Well, suit yourself.
Lieutenant, Mr. Phillips, the lawyer's here.
Oh, send him in, huh?
Yes, sir.
I hope you had a real nice stay in Jennersville. Because I personally promise you, you're going back there, Lloyd, for a real long time.
You can go right in.
Hello, Mac. Roy. Mr. Phillips, I'm Jessica Griffin. Your brother called me. He was referred by another client. What exactly are the charges against Mr. Phillips?
He assaulted his ex-wife.
You mean he allegedly assaulted his ex-wife? May I see the statement, please?
Can't believe you're going to represent him.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to represent him or not. I have to talk to Mr. Phillips.
No, we'll let you alone.
Thank you.
Roy. Come on.
It'll just take me a minute to go over this. Well, Mr. Phillips, it says here your ex-wife is claiming...
Yeah, I know what she's claiming. And it's a flat-out lie.
I see you were previously convicted of assault with intent. And you just got out of Jennersville. You want to tell me the circumstances of that assault?
I got into a fight with a guy in a bowling alley. I knifed him. But I did 3 years for that. And I'm clean now. I didn't do this to Amy. She's lying.
She said you've abused her before. A number of times. She lying about that, too? Mr. Phillips? Look, I can't represent you to the best of my ability if you're not honest with me. Now, I'm going to ask you one more time, and I want a straight answer. Have you ever abused your ex-wife?
I hit her a few times when we were married. Lost my temper. You know, nothing major, nothing that would put her in the hospital. Look, you can check my record. I got early parole because of good behavior. I didn't have any trouble when I was in the joint, and I'm not looking for any trouble now that I'm out. And Amy is big trouble. I'm glad to be rid of her. I don't ever want to see her again. I didn't do this to her. She is lying. I don't know why, but she is lying.
All right. All right, Mr. Phillips. I'm going to take your case. But for both our sakes, you better be telling me the truth. Mac? I'm going to be representing Mr. Phillips.
Well, let's face it, Caleb Snyder's still wet behind the ears. I thought he was going to come along a lot faster than this. How long has he been working, actually, Dave?
I'm sorry.
Hi, dear.
Have you met my new designer for Simply Barbara, Olivia Wycroft? This is Pam Wagner. My husband's me.
Yes. Oh, just a minute. Darling, for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Hello?
Hi, I came down to the hospital to see what time you got off work, and Lila said you'd gone already.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling very well, so I came home. Listen, can we have dinner some other night?
I was really looking forward to seeing you tonight.
I know, but I just got really tired, and I just wanted to come home and, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe tonight is not a good idea after all. Nella's here, and she's pretty freaked out about what happened.
Why? What do you mean?
You don't know? Mrs. Atwater suspended her. Look, I need to be here with her. She's always been there for me. How about tomorrow night? How's that? You free?
I don't know. I'll have to get back to you. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
2 rocks, okay? Thank you. Caleb is continually bringing his personal opinions into the business relationship. Take this afternoon, for instance. He found out I was having dinner with a man he dislikes, and he felt compelled to badmouth him.
I can't imagine Caleb bad-mouthing anyone unless it's Tony O'Reilly. Olivia, come on. I thought you were smarter than that.
I'm only having dinner with him, Lucinda.
Oh, of course, naturally. I'm glad you're having dinner with him. You get him to talk about his childhood with my daughter in Montega, and you try to find out whatever you can, will you? He's supposed to be spearheading the search for my daughter. Darling!
Hello.
There you are. Darling, have you met my wonderful new designer, Olivia Wycroft?
No.
Hello. Dixon.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I really must be going.
If you can find out anything about Montega and my Sierra, I would be very much obliged. I appreciate it.
I'd appreciate it if you'd consider what I said about Caleb Snyder.
Got it.
Good night.
Come on.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. That was just tedious.
What's all this about
That's all it
Caleb
was. I'm
Schneider?
worried about you. What is this furrowed brow? You're supposed to be home an hour ago.
Been over at Tom and Margot's.
Oh. How is the happy couple? How is the wonderful grandson?
They're fine, just fine.
You asleep?
Yeah, I was watching him drift off. Realized something.
What?
We can't do a thing till we find out what Hal wants to do, right? So I think we should stop worrying about things we can't control and worrying about the future and start living in the present. My suggestion, therefore, is a bottle of wine, a bubble bath, maybe some dinner. Just be with each other. Love each other. And think about all the reasons we have to be thankful. What do you say?
I love you.
I love you.
I got a freezer full of goodies from the Mona Lisa. How about some pork over there? Beef bourguignon. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Surprise-moi.
And then I'll be right back.
I don't see another solution. How else can we hang on to everything that we love and we value? I mean, I got past your affair with Hal, okay? I mean, I put it somewhere where at least I can try to understand it now, and I'll get past this too. But we're overlooking one thing. We're going to do all of this together. That's the most important thing, and nothing else matters. Hey.
What were you thinking about?
How much we have to be grateful for.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Look, I am telling you the woman is lying.
So where were you at 2 p.m. Yesterday, huh? Phillips, I'm asking you, not your lawyer. Where were you at the time of the assault?
I was out walking.
Out walking?
Yeah, by myself. Being away from Oakdale all those years, locked away. Then suddenly seeing people for the first time, children playing, traffic whizzing by. Man, freedom. I just walked and walked for miles.
That's not much of an alibi, pal.
I wasn't looking for an alibi. I didn't know Amy was going to have me hauled in here on some trumped-up charge.
Sit down, buddy.
I swear, if I get my hands on her...
You will what? You'll beat her up again? Or maybe you'll pull a knife on her like you did that guy in the bowling alley, huh?
Hey, come on, you. Take a break.
Excuse me. I'm not going to stand around and let you badger my client. Now, you have no proof that he's guilty. All you have is Amy Phillips' statement.
Yeah, and all those welts and bruises all over her body. As far as I'm concerned, that's proof enough for me.
Oh, yeah, since when did you become judge and jury?
Hey, look, how come you're defending this bum?
Because he has the right to a defense. Everybody does, and you know that. And I believe he's innocent. And when we go before the judge in a few minutes, we're pleading not guilty.
Did you get through to Olivia?
No, she must have gone straight to dinner with Tonio after her appointment. I talked to Jimmy upstairs to see if Tonio had made some reservations there, but they haven't.
It's too bad. I mean, not that I'm crazy about Tonio's company, but I would like to find out if he found out any more information about the people that escaped to Cuba.
Lily, you've given money to Tonio for the search, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Please don't tell anybody.
I'm not going to tell anybody, but you know that Tonio can't be trusted.
I know that. But if there's the slightest chance that he is telling the truth, and we could have Sierra back, I would give him everything that I have.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. My parents are away for a little while, and I don't know if I could have faced being alone. So I'm sorry you wrecked your date with Pam.
No. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll find another chance to get together. You know, maybe there's a way that you can fight the suspension.
No, I don't think so. I don't know, Bo. Maybe it's just as well it happened. I could really use the time to get my head together and decide what I want to do with my life. You know? When I first graduated, I was so sure that nursing was what I wanted to do, but I didn't know it was going to entail all this red tape and stupid paperwork. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it.
I know how you're feeling. You know, I always had this dream that I was going to do this big major tour, and now that I'm doing it, it's just not the same connection with the audience. And I can't seem to get inspired by other people's material.
But that's because your material is so much better than anyone else's. No, really. You know, it's great. You should write more.
You know, I do feel better writing. I prefer that to performing right now. In fact, I'd do it if I thought I could make a living at it.
Well, I think you can. Well, I'm home.
You know, when I offered to buy you dinner, I was thinking restaurant instead of grocery store. But I must confess, a home-cooked meal is going to taste very good. Although eating in restaurants and the hotel was starting to get to me.
Well, I sensed that, and that's why I offered to cook.
Terrific. Now, don't tell me you're one of these women who can whip up a 4-star meal in just 15 minutes, right?
Hardly. I'm one of these women who's an absolute wizard with a microwave.
Good. Because beauty, brains, charm, and wit is about all I can handle in a woman.
Oh, really?
Any more than that, I get downright intimidated, and I would hate to be intimidated by someone I find so incredibly attractive.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you and Bob know that Ellen and I will not be driving up to the cabin after all. And I will. Night. Kim sounded a little strange, I thought. Preoccupied.
Something was bothering Nancy, too, when she was over here. I've given a lot of thought to your suggestion, David, that I join you in Africa.
And?
I just can't. I'm just not cut out for life over there. Certainly not at this point in my life. My life is here in Oakdale, near Emily and our friends, and with Betsy and Danny just a few hours away. I'm involved here with my volunteer work. I just don't want to be uprooted. Can you understand that, David?
Of course I can. I had a feeling that your joining me in Africa wasn't really the right answer. I just thought at least it might be a temporary solution. What are we going to do, Ellen?
I don't know. I just keep thinking there must be some research facility closer to home where you could work. Some place here in the States where at least we could spend every weekend together. Couldn't you look into it?
Oh, God, I cannot concentrate. I need to take a break. Me too. Maybe I'll go to school, darling. Pam, are you still planning on going to Seattle to visit your father?
Yes, I am. I just have to find out his schedule and see if it coordinates with mine. Why?
Well, I've just had a thought. Why doesn't he come here? Why doesn't he come here and then visit with us for a couple of days? John could spend some time with him. Maybe they could bury the hatchet.
I don't think my father has that kind of money to take a vacation, to come here.
I'd be happy to fly him out if you want me to.
That's very nice of you, but Uncle John and my father in the same house, I think that you're just asking for trouble.
Amen to that.
Oh, there you are, guys. Well, now, what are you kids doing for dinner? Because let me tell you, Rose is doing her specialty tonight. We're having calamari fra diavolo.
Oh, wait, calamari. I know what that is. That's bogus. Hey, listen, why don't we get something really American, like a hamburger? My treat, okay?
You're buying?
Yeah, I'll get you out, take your mind off, stuff.
Okay. He's buying, I'm going.
Thank you. Anyway, I'll see you all
All
later.
right. I'll go tell Matthew to speak to Rosa. Only us.
What's this about Larry flying in here from Seattle now? What's going on?
Oh, it was just an idea I had, darling.
Yeah?
I thought that you could put aside your personal feelings.
Me?
Yes,
Put aside my personal...
in favor of that lovely young girl who's your niece, because she's upset about Beau and many things, and I think that's why she's going to Seattle. It's major escapism. That for her. So are cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And if she goes, Duke won't have a pal.
I keep hoping that Duke might meet some young woman that's more than just a pal to him.
Well, watch out. He's got his eye on Eunice.
Eunice?
Oh.
The upstairs? This kid likes lowlives, I tell you. She's kind of like the gal he was running around with in Seattle.
Yeah?
Charming young woman. I had to give her a few bucks to get rid of her, you know.
John Dixon! What?
It's a trick.
You paid off that
It's a
terrible
trick
thing.
I
You
learned
did it.
from somebody I know very, very well. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm surprised that Julie has not called here to find out what's going on with him. She impressed me as the kind of woman who would not give up easily.
Mama, I told you that John came over here not to upset you because I thought you should know. You know what? Tom and I are trying to have an anxiety-free evening here. Why don't you try and do the same, okay? Yeah, I'll call you later. I love you too. Bye.
You know, when Tom was over here talking about how Lucinda suspected the truth about Adam, I mean, I had to bite my tongue.
I know.
I mean, he's worried about being honest with his wife, and all along she's been blackmailing Barbara with this information from him.
Ironic.
Oh, you know,
I'll get it.
we're never going to have a good meal in this all the way through.
We'll never get our bubble bath. Lieutenant, come on in.
Tried to call you, but your line was busy. Hope I'm not interrupting dinner.
No, you're not. We finished.
Did you hear from Hal?
No, and I don't have a clue as to when he's coming back either. Listen, you two, I want to say something very important to you. Now, I know Nancy came down on you very hard, but I don't share those feelings. Because I know there are extenuating circumstances, and, well, I care about the three of you so much that I know it's been very rough on you, and I just feel lousy about it.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
I think Nancy reacted the way she did, mostly out of shock. I'm sure that in time she'll absorb things and, you know, she'll soften her attitude towards you.
Nice try. I know my Graham, so do you, Mac. I don't think she's going to be changing her attitude.
Well, I hope you're wrong, Tom. Anyway, that's what I came by to say, so Nancy's waiting dinner for me, so I better get going.
Listen, thank you.
Right.
Okay. That a lot.
Right. I'm always there if needed, remember that.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Jed, how are you?
Hi. Hey, Marco, is something wrong? My mom is gonna flip out when she comes home and finds out I've been suspended.
Just make sure that she finds out from you and not somebody else at the hospital. I know how badly I felt when Pam had kept the truth from me.
Oh, I still feel really bad about that. Should have kept my big mouth shut.
Hey, it's not your fault.
Hey, listen, we can go someplace else.
No, listen, they're so wrapped up in each other they probably won't even notice we're here. Hey, I thought you said Pam canceled on you because she was feeling sick. Looks like she made a speedy recovery.
Hey, guys. Mind if I join you? Lily's gonna be busy for a while, and I am bored.
Hey, listen, maybe you could help me, help keep Pam off her trying ordeal here.
Hey, my pleasure. Guess what?
What?
Mom's going down to Texas for a little while, see Meg and Josh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really miss Meg. I miss having her around to talk to. Well,
Mama.
where's Jared? We went back to town. Told me to tell you good night.
That was nice.
So, now that we're all alone, you want to tell me what's bothering you?
Oh, Mama, I just think I'm concerned because Craig is down in Cuba all by himself.
Yeah? And maybe because of the possibility that he might bring Sierra back with him? Now, Ellie, you knew all along that might happen.
I know, Mama, but it's so hard to accept. I don't know, I am more confused now than I have ever been in my entire life, and that says a lot.
Well, now, you know that I don't have to go to Texas. I mean that. I can postpone it.
Mama, stop. I don't want to hear another word. You've been planning on going, and Meg and Josh are excited to see you. And besides, when you get down there, I want you to tell them how much I miss them and how lucky they are that they stayed together when all the odds were against them.
Ellie, you're going to find somebody to love you, too. You are. Somebody who's free to love you. Who's going to love you the way you deserve to be loved. You will.
Thank you, Mama. I love you.
I love you, too.
You know, I think I'm going to go take a walk. It's really nice out tonight. I'll be back. Okay.
Well, that was the best spicy scallops and prawns I ever had.
Okay, I am sorry. I don't know what happened to the microwave. I guess the timer was broken.
I think you're very talented. You're the only woman I've ever met that could turn a chicken into an old shoe in just 20 minutes.
Knock it off, please.
Have a fortune cookie.
No, put it back. I have to pick my own. Put it back. It's bad luck. I have to pick my own.
Oh, you're going to tell me you believe in this now?
Yes. I believe in it if it tells me what I want to hear. I believe in it.
Me too.
Okay. All right. Okay, I got it.
Give me a break. My whole future in the palm of my hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. What's your say?
It says that he who tells the truth is always honored. What does yours say?
You will soon have everything your heart desires.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Well, I was just tired, and I took a nap. I feel better.
How about tomorrow night, then? It would really mean a lot to me.
Well, let me check my book, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. I'll call you in the morning.
Check your book. Hey, Pam, look, you know you don't want to see the guy, so why don't you just tell him?
Listen, there's a part of me that knows that it's not going to work out. But there's this other part of me that remembers all the good times that we had, and I can't just shut the door on all of that.
Yeah. You know, me and Julie used to have some good times, too. Hey, so why don't we get some coffee, huh?
No, I just feel like going home. You mind?
Okay. Your wish is my command, and I will take care of this like I said I would.
Hi.
Oh, man, I can't believe how tired I am.
I can. Working at the farm in the morning, working at Walsh Enterprises in the afternoon. It's a wonder you're still standing.
You know, maybe Ellie's right. Maybe I'm just not cut out for the corporate world.
Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? You just need to get your bearings. And you need to get some rest. I don't know how long I have to be here, but why don't you go home?
I will. But you have to promise me. She'll come by my apartment when you close up. Okay?
I was planning on it.
Lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have you, too. Now go home. Go to sleep. And I promise I'll be very quiet and I won't wake you when I come in.
Oh, no, wake me, please. Wake me. That way I can fall back to sleep with you in my arms. You know, I love you very much. And I know you're not ready to say those words yet, but maybe you will soon. Good night.
Of course I'm surprised. I mean, it's so sudden. I can't believe you didn't tell us that this was... Tomorrow? Well, I just don't know if I can take off like that. Well, all right. You call me, all right? Yes. Now my thoughts are with you. Good night.
Yeah, I bet that was Cal. He wants you to fly to Waco a little early.
No, it wasn't Cal. It was your brother Holden.
Oh, where was he calling from?
From London. Oh, Lord.
Mama, what's the matter?
This morning, Holden married Angel Lang.
Sorry to stop by so late. I was going to come by right after court, but I got called in to represent a new client. Thank you. Hi, dude. Hey, dude. Tom, I knew you'd wanted to know the outcome of the Donnelly case since Frank Donnelly's a personal friend of yours.
Donnelly?
Yeah, he's been battling his ex-wife and her new husband for custody of their 2-year-old daughter. The case dragged on for about a year, and finally the judge awarded custody to Frank Donnelly.
Isn't that unusual? I mean, is the mother unfit?
Oh, no, she wasn't unfit, but she did go to great lengths to keep Frank Donnelly from having any contact with the child, and that was a big strike against her. And since Mr. Donnelly has also remarried and he and his new wife can provide a very loving, stable home environment for the girl.
What about joint custody? Didn't the judge think of joint custody?
Actually, juvenile court judges are finding that joint custody is really difficult on the child, more confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you won another one.
Well, in these kinds of cases, I don't think there really is a winner. It's going to be very difficult on both parents, especially the stepfather, who has really grown to love the little girl. But hopefully, in the long run, this decision will be the best for the child. Her needs have to come first.
By Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.